So, sorry to bust your bubbles, but there's no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend in the Bible. Sex without the legal covenant is illegal. Fornication. Fornication is any sexual activity outside of the marriage covenant. And I'm not here to speak down or judge anyone, but if you are shacking up, living with one another with no ring, even premarital sex is a sin. Just because you're engaged doesn't mean you have the right to have sex. Like, let's get it together. Let's turn from sin. So I'm doing my Bible study, right? And I was talking about fornication and having sex outside of a covenant that God had put together. It says right here in Revelations 2, letter to the churches. Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And I gave her space to repent of her fornications, and she repented not. Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that committeth adultery with her into great tribulations, except they repent of their deeds. And I will kill her children with death, and all the churches shall know that I am he with searches thy reins and hearts, and I will give unto every one of you according to your works. So it's clear as day that he brings wrath. He is a man of law and order. He's a God that is the same today, tomorrow, and forever. It is written in his word. That's why I'm studying. That's why I'm doing the work to understand what it is that he said, and not just going off of what the churches are preaching or people are saying. I want to know it for myself, because I'm held accountable for not knowing and knowing and still falling short, or still choosing to do whatever it is that he's stating. So if I choose this choice, we all have free will. There's people who know the truth and they still do what they want to do, because they just take out the part where it says, oh, God forgives. God forgives us for sin. God brings wrath. He said right here, he will kill her children with death. Like, come on now. Come on now. Spiritual, physical, like, let's be mindful that God don't play around. Get real with your walk, for real. Then he said in chapter 26, and he that overcome and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of the porter shall they be broken to shivers even as I received of my Father. And I will give him the morning star, he that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. So you can and will be rewarded for keeping his laws and commandments. Truth time. If we're being real, I was essayed when I was 15. So, sometimes the spirit is attached to you before you even understand what fornication is. Me personally, it was something that I never really engaged in, but as time went on, I felt like I was missing something. I felt like I was weird. I didn't fit in. So I wanted to, find out the parts of me that I didn't know wasn't okay. It wasn't, I wasn't healed in those areas to where I knew better. I have a child. She's 9 years old. But if I would have known what I know now, I would have did things differently. But I love my daughter. I love her with all my heart, and I thank God that she's here, because she has been a big change in my life, to giving my life back to Christ, to where I'm just following him. I'm allowing him to lead me. But you have to fight daily. You have to fight and overcome those strongholds, those things that want to keep you bound in sin, that wants to keep you stuck. You have to you gotta want it. Like, I've been walking on this journey for a long time. I left that relationship years ago, and I just knew that it wasn't right. I always felt like something was missing, and it wasn't anything that he did. It wasn't anything that I was doing. It was what I wasn't doing. It was, I didn't include God. I didn't know the laws of God. I didn't know what was right and what was wrong. So now that I know, I'm aware, and I can share, the truth with others. And there's many people out there who know, who just, they don't care. But if you know, like I know, God is real, and he does bring wrath, and he does not play around. But I always knew that it was something more to me that I never really got a chance to figure out. And the devil is a liar. The devil does not want you to get free. You can repent. You can turn from sin. You can change your life. You can include God in now. You can, do what it is that God is calling. Thy will be done. I'm just starting to really get into the Bible, and I've been called to read and get into this for my own understanding for so long, but there's been things fighting me. But I'm here now, and I'm learning.